now we finished telling the road trip story, I think we now need to tell the story of Foley and the champ. So what's next for Foley and the champ?
So that was an emotional roller coaster. I laughed and I definitely cried. So, to Mikey, Jack, Rye, Andy, Sonny, Harper and Brooklyn, thank you for making up my world. You definitely saved me. And I will never be I'm so grateful for you. And to Robbie, Connor, Alex, Charlie, everyone who made up Roadtrip, and everyone who worked behind the scenes, I thank you all so much, because, you know, you made me who I am. I know all the lyrics, all the songs. I met my best friend because of you guys, and I'm genuinely so grateful. To 7 idiots who originate from basically everywhere in the UK and Ireland. So you went. So like, you know, I'm just so grateful for you all, and there's no way for me to fully thank you. I never got to meet you, and I'm maybe walking down a road in London, I might bump into Sonny, Brook, Harper, one of you lot. If I ever go to Manchester, I'll probably bump into Andy. But thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. To everyone who worked with Roadtrip, and a huge thank you to Roadtrip. I've made definitely plenty of edits in my time, and it sucks to know that my family, because that's what I count Roadtrip as, my family. Like, I'm a similar age to Harper, I'm 17, but it's like, to have like 7 like guys who are older than you make you feel just so loved without you ever meeting them, and you know, genuinely never ever been so grateful. If you guys want more reaction videos like this, make sure you comment down below, make sure you like and subscribe. Everything, like Roadtrip, all of Roadtrip's links will be down below. All of everyone who works with Roadtrip, even Blair, like all their stuff will be linked down below in the description. And again, no copyright intended with this. Just thank you to Roadtrip, to Alex, Connor, Robbie, Blair, Mikey, Jack. You honestly saved this girl, and what I'm gonna live on for the boys is the peace and love scene on the flip side thing. And if anyone seriously wants me to react to any of Roadtrip's videos, I know them anyway, and they will just be my genuine reactions that I get every single time. And also, that was the first time watching that video, so that was like my genuine reactions. So, peace and love, see you on the flip side. I'm back with the tissues. Let's get watching. Let's make sure the volume is all the way up. Or I guarantee I'm going to cry. But let's get watching.
So today is sort of the end of an era, really. Today we're packing up our stuff and we're leaving the Roadtrip house.
I'm already getting emotional.
All bands, all artists go through sort of like a natural evolution.
Do I still feel like it's the beginning of the end? I don't know. It's a hard one. Again, it's another one of those things where all our mistakes are made, like for everyone to see.
Leaving the house really is the end of the Roadtrip journey.
I'm 50 seconds in.
Like all stories with Roadtrip, it's a bit of a weird one. I knew Ryan from way back. We used to do free running together. At this point in time, I had just quit my career as a dancer, and he said that he was in this band, and he said, you know, we're looking for a film guy. I think the first vlog I filmed for them was we were building like life rafts and then put them in the sea. I don't know, it just felt like the right thing at the right time for me. I was changing career, I was a bit lost, didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, and then kind of found them, and then through that passion for filmmaking. My best friend from home, Connor, and I remember having a conversation with him being like, you know, this band looks like they could go places. How cool would this be if we could just shoot all of their music videos and then eventually shoot their original music?
Fast forward a few months, kind of broke up with my girlfriend. I didn't have a place to stay, and Ryan just said, look, you're going through some shit at the minute, like, let's help you out. Come down to Reading, sleep on a couch. And that's what I did. I slept on their couch for a few weeks, and then he gave me a mattress, and I slept on a mattress on the floor, and before I knew it, I had my own bedroom. Always been grateful to Ryan and the rest of the boys for, you know, taking me in as they did.
I said to Ryan, I was like, can I have a go at shooting one of your music videos? And he was like, a bit iffy. He was kind of like, we already have a guy who does them. He's really good. And I was like, this is really what I want to do. Give me a chance. And he gave me a chance, and I fucked it up. I remember sitting down with all the boys. They all watched it, and after it finished, there was like a silent pause, and everyone was like, yeah, it's good. It's good, man.
Alex had already asked for a chance in the past and messed it up. So we knew we had to win Ryan over. We asked Ryan for like 200 quid or something to rent a really cheap like cinema camera, because we didn't have the right equipment to film music videos at this point.
Still didn't know what we were doing with it. The first ones we shot for them was Happier and Electricity.
Myself and Alex edited from like 8 p.m. after shooting, probably till about 6 a.m. the next morning, because we wanted to prove ourselves.
The boys watched it and they loved it, and they said, you know,
Okay, well, I'm just gonna give some clarity. I have watched this band, like Roadtrip, since December 2016. The 25th of December 2016 was my first ever Roadtrip vlog that I watched, and it was back in Bella's flat, and they were literally filming on like this tiny little camera, and my heart was set with them like since the very beginning, and it's like really like a shock. But let's carry on watching, and I will continue talking after.
I wanted to, you know, shoot all of our music videos from now on. There was one point where we were creating maybe 2 music videos a week for about 6 months.
During shooting the Shawn Mendes Evolution in the middle of London, myself and Alex were on the phone to Pinewood Studios, just trying to get equipment to shoot the Ariana Grande music video the next day.
There was so many shoots where we would rent a light or rent, you know, a piece of equipment, and their boys are there waiting on set. We're just like, just 2 minutes, because we're learning what the gear does or how to turn it on.
A lot of mistakes was made, but we learned a phenomenal amount in the process.
Having that repetition of just, you know, create content non-stop. If anyone wants to learn filmmaking, just, you know, find someone and put everything into it. Like, you don't need to go to uni for this shit. We just jumped on the job and hopefully made some cool content.
Hey, Brook. Oi, Brook.
first memories we made were probably here, to be honest. We moved here in the summer and we just felt like ballers a little bit, like living in this big mansion in London, and like there was a swimming pool.
It was a surreal experience. Like, it was the closest I've ever came to kind of living as a rock star.
It's just literally doing the dumbest shit.
Something's always going on in the house. Like, it would be 3 a.m. and people will be up doing stuff.
Pretty much every other day the house was egged, and we always like, who's egged the house? And it turns out it was probably someone within the house. Things would just get broke, things would get smashed, things would get punched. Even though you're living in this nice sort of place, it's almost as if you're squatting in it, really.
It was the last thing like we ever filmed like together, like as a band. To be honest, it's one of the better ones we did as well. Like we all sort of like let loose and like had a good time. And of course talking about the slip and slide.
Hi, we're Roadtrip. Welcome to Slip and Slide.
It was good fun. I did also crash my drone. That wasn't great. That wasn't great. That really wasn't great.
Hi guys, so we've just killed a drone. Where's it gone? Is it bad?
Yeah, that's Should we watch that back? That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Fast forward a few months to my birthday, and Ryan put a hoodie over my face, pushed me out the door to the garden, and surprised me with a drone that all of my friends here, that one, and a few others over there, like got together, and that was really, really nice actually. Just did not expect that at all.
So we got the drone back. There it is. There it is. How you found me?
So I ended up crashing a drone and getting a better one, but my birthday was my favourite day in this house, like without question.
In many ways, this house does just represent Roadtrip.
To call it the Roadtrip house is, you know, very fitting.
Very impressive from the outside, as was Roadtrip. You get inside, a little bit of a mess.
It was just manic, like, and that's what Roadtrip was. It was just a ball of mayhem that was rolling out of control.
Story from this house. Moving in was fun. I remember all of us being in the pool. Jack's like, we have a pool, like, we need to do this. And we're all like, what? Just gets all his kit off and he's like, everyone needs to do this. So we all just got our kit off and just all went swimming completely naked in our pool, just because we could.
I think my favourite night or memory was one of the first fires we did, because it was spontaneous. Everyone just sat around telling stories, getting to know each other better. And it's like when you think you know someone well, and then all of a sudden there's a new story that comes out. You're like, oh, you're human too.
You're looking at the camera.
Go for it.
You're the chocolate that I need.
You just learn about life when you live in a place like this. It's quite cool.
I know you're a star. Where you go, I follow. No matter how far. If life is a
So, of course, this place isn't without bad memories.
Arguments that happen between the boys, both online and behind closed doors, and kind of where they're at now. And you know, I don't think anyone wanted it to end in the way that it did. And so that's probably the worst memory, to see a group of friends work so hard for something and end up resenting what they created.
Everyone deals with everything in different ways, and the night that we realised Brook left, I genuinely was really disappointed in that. Like, I genuinely held Brook to a really high standard. I thought he was a really good guy.
It all happened so quickly that you kind of just go into survival mode of like, right, where am I going to live? What do I want to do?
There's been moments where I'd seen just sides of Brook that I felt no one else had seen. Like, he's just a really humble, down-to-earth guy. And I still really believe that that's the guy he is. I really do. And I think he did, and like the rest of us, we just caught up in some bullshit. I really do hope once it's over, he'll reply to my WhatsApp and just say hi, really. Just come back home.
A lot of stuff's happened in this house. A lot of things. Big for different reasons. I met Honor, who was like the first time I met a girl where I'm like, this is the girl I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Made my first ever song in this house. Like, we crafted it here and went off and then wrote it fully with Ben, and then came back here and listened to it on the speakers where it first kind of originated, and I was like, this is mad. This is what I want to do forever.
I gathered you here to watch our magic show.
There's a few little shit bits, but they're kind of like been and gone, and I hope one day those things get forgotten about and everyone can just kind of catch up and be mates.
I'm gonna miss this house. This house always has like room for a lot of people. We've had many like, not parties, this sounds strange, we don't really party, many like a gathering where we, put on the fire in the garden and whatnot, and we've always had loads of people around, like some of Ryan's pals and Ben and whatnot. I think there's just been loads of little moments like that created throughout the time of being at this house.
I remember quitting dancing and not having a clue, and I was like, I just started a photography company, and I do one shoot a week and be like, mate, I'm smashing it, I'm doing really well, like, and my ambitions were so small. To meet like a boy band that had an ambition of being like, we're going to be the biggest boy band in the world, it just changes you as a person. Like, being around them, and hearing all the time them being like, we're going to make it, this is us, this is our story. Having that enthusiasm and that like drive just changes everyone else around you. Like, I can dream that I'm going to be a Hollywood director because they're going to be the biggest boy band in the world.
It's only now that it's over that I can really appreciate just how good the experience of working for Roadtrip was.
Hey guys, happy with that one?
Genuinely, like, no bullshit, one of the best experiences and the biggest pleasures of my life to have told that story.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And this week we are actually going to do our first reaction video, and this is my reaction to The End of the Roadtrip House by Foley and the Champ. There May Be Tears. I intend to no copyright out of the music or whatever in this video. You won't be able to see it, but you will see my reaction. So I will go grab some tissues and let's get reacting.